Yes, my Barnet is a state, but it's because I forgot the barbers are opening and now I can't get an appointment anywhere. FML. Word to your mother, my name's Steve, this channel is Frags Twitches. Thank you for tuning in. Now, any of you that have watched my channel over the last few months, you'll know that I've sort of hit a plateau in my fragrance collection, or journey if you're a wanker. Basically, I've got a lot of fragrances. I'm really happy with them. To me personally, they're like 9 or 10 out of 10. So now when I smell something that's just nice, like a 7 or 8 out of 10, what's the point? I don't see the point in adding it to my collection because it doesn't bring anything to the party. So quite literally the last 5 or 6 fragrances that I've bought, I've just flipped straight away because as nice as they were, I just didn't see the point. So I've been looking for something that's worthy of addition to my collection, and I finally found one. The fragrance I'm talking about is Boss The Scent Absolute from the House of Hugo Boss, which is a fragrance house that a lot of people write off, and I don't think you should because they've got quite a lot of good fragrances in the line, especially for the price point. Now, this one I picked up 60ml for £35, which I think is great value for money. It was a blind buy, and you know what? I'm really pleased with it. Now, before I kind of talk about this one in particular, I just want to mention the Boss The Scent Private Accord, which it also gets a lot of love in Fragcom. I have smelt that one in store and I do like that, but I'm not a big gourmand fan, and that one's got this kind of sweet chocolatey vibe, which I do like, but it's not one that I love. So that's why I actually blind bought the scent after reading loads of reviews and watching videos, etc, etc. And I was curious by this Maninka note, which we'll talk about in a moment. The note breakdown on this fragrance is very straightforward according to Fragrantica at least. At the top there's ginger, in the mids there's this Maninka note, and in the base there's vetiver. Now this was a blind buy for me, as I say, and for the moment I smelt it I was not disappointed. It's a very clean and accessible fragrance, which is kind of what you'd expect from the House of Hugo Boss. They don't make challenging or far out there fragrances, but this certainly is mass appealing, for the want of a better phrase. It's very easy to like, very difficult to dislike, I would say, unless you're a proper hardcore frag head, in which case this is probably not for you. It's, from the moment I smelt it though, what I will say is it is very, to me, very unisex. Now, I emphasize it's not feminine, I'm not saying it's feminine, but I think this could easily smell really good on a woman. If a woman was wearing this, I think it should smell really good, equally as good as it would smell on a man. So if you're looking for this really alpha male kind of fragrance, or the Boss, the scent, like for men, like this probably isn't it. It's probably Absolute isn't the one for you, but I've got some great kind of feedback on this fragrance. My 5-year-old boy really liked this. He sort of kept saying how much he liked it. My wife, when she first smelt it, said, yeah, it was nice, reminded me of some of the other ones I own. And then interestingly, a separate day, she sort of hugged me in the evening, some like 11 hours after applying it. And it was kind of gone off my skin, but it was still on my t-shirt. And she actually went, oh, I really like that one. That's really nice. So yeah, I think this is a very accessible fragrance for everyone, I guess is what I'm saying. So how does this fragrance actually smell then? As I say, there's ginger at the top, which you do get a hint of, but the most dominant accord of this fragrance by far is that Maninka note. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what Maninka smelt like before I bought this fragrance, but now I own it, I definitely know what it smells like. You can't kind of miss it. It's the most obvious in your face kind of accord here. It's basically a soft, fruity sweetness. Now, I emphasize the sweetness in this fragrance is not gourmandish, it's not sickly sweet or syrupy or kind of almost Invictus-y either. It's not that sort of sweetness, but it definitely does carry some sweetness that is kind of fruity, but it comes across, probably with the vetiver in the base, as quite soft and clean, so it's almost a sort of akin to a floral sweetness in many ways. But it's a really nice sweetness that's not sickly or overbearing or kind of, you know, choking or anything like that. It's not overpowering. It's a very nice, clean sweetness. I've said that word a lot, I know. So yeah, with the vetiver in the base there, that gives it this added kind of cleanness. What you're left with is a very clean, fresh, fruity / floral sweet fragrance that is just very versatile. I think it's clean enough that you could wear it in the office quite comfortably. I think from that sweetness, it's got enough appeal or attractiveness to it that you could easily wear it in the evening or on a date or to a meal with your other half, etc. I think it does offer some real versatility. You could wear it any time of year really. Work in winter, in spring, in autumn, in high heat. I think that fruity sweetness might start then being a bit much. I don't know, I've not tried it, but I suspect it could be. So yeah, it's a very safe, accessible, affordable fragrance that smells really good, and it doesn't really smell anything like anything in my collection. I don't have anything with Maninka, so I'm really pleased to add it into my collection. It smells really good. Performance-wise is good, as I've sort of touched upon earlier. It's a difficult fragrance to overspray because it's not too overbearing, it's not too full on, it doesn't kind of have this epically beast mode projection, but it is definitely noticeable. So because it's quite soft and clean, you can go quite heavy on this without fear of kind of choking anybody out. That's kind of what I've done. As I sort of indicated earlier, it lasts longer on fabric and clothes than it does on skin, on me at least. When I apply on skin, I comfortably get easy 1 to 2 hours of kind of projection. It's very noticeable. After 5 or 6 hours, it's very much like a kind of skin scent. But as I said in the story with regards to my wife earlier, it does hang around on clothes. I literally applied it at kind of like 9 in the morning, I think it was. No, it might have even been later than that. And some like 8 o'clock in the evening, she hugged me and said, "Oh, I like that one, it smells nice." And as I smelt it, it was still on my shoulders on the jumper that I was wearing. So it does definitely last on fabric longer than skin, but there's no issues with performance. If you kind of spray hair on clothes, it will definitely be noticeable in the afternoon. At least it was on me. So I am pleased to add this to my collection. I finally got a keeper. This is the only one from the Boss line. You can see I've already done a dent in it. It smells really good. For a score, I'd probably give it 8.5 to 9 out of 10. I don't normally score fragrances, but just with regards to the kind of reference I was talking about earlier. So it's still not actually, there's still better fragrances in my collection easily, but the fact that this does smell good and it's different with that Maninka note, I'm happy to add it to my collection. I will be keeping this, I won't be flipping it. And especially for 35 quid, I think this is a really good fragrance. So that's it, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and all of that shit. What is your favorite fragrance from Hugo Boss, and in particular the scent line? Which is your favorite? I'll be curious to know. Do support me on my other channel. I'm going to start doing more content on there, which probably means this channel may suffer, if I'm honest, but I want to do more videos, at least a weekly video upload on my other channel, and the link is in the description. It's kind of comedy sketches and stand-up and all that sort of shit. Do support that channel. I'm going to start knocking out some content at least once a week on that. I'm going to sort of dedicate some more time to that channel to help it grow, so I'd love it if you could subscribe on that one as well. Thanks again for watching. I will see you for a video soon. Take care, much love.